Alright, I got a new update. I just finished up my A-pillar tweeter pods on my Toyota Tacoma. So I got two Precision Power PT2 super tweeters, so we can read them. Yeah, these things scream, they're loud. I got them wired at 2 ohms each. And these pods, they're removable, but I utilized the factory kind of grab handle mount points so that they're literally bolted to the steel behind the A-pillar trim. So the A-pillar and the pods are bolted to the truck with two 10 mil bolts. So they're solid. I mean, they're not going anywhere, and you cannot remove them without taking the tweeters out and then getting to the bolts behind here. So that worked out pretty good. And then I just used bed liner because I use that on everything, and I like the way it looks. So they turned out pretty good, and like I said, they scream, and they're wired at 2 ohms to my Rockford amp, and so it sounds really good. And then I noticed my Crescendo Symphony amp was getting pretty hot with extended periods of play, so I made a little kind of fan setup here just out of wood, and then two 4-inch cooling fans that I got from Parts Express, and I'll show you right here. This is what it looks like. Whoop. It's just a 4-inch cooling fan, and it's pretty quiet, and it moves around 83 CFM, and it's a 12 volt DC. Just make sure you get a 12 volt DC fan, because Parts Express has a whole bunch of different kinds, and they got a lot of AC ones, but you want to get a DC if you're going to use it for a car. And I printed out the sheet here. It's 12 volt DC, 120 by 120 by 25, 83 CFM, $3.25 a piece. So I grabbed 4 of these for cheap, and I mean, you really can't go wrong. So they're, like I said, they're pretty good size. They're like, there's a 6.5. There's the fan. I mean, they're pretty good size. And it's a 3-wire fan, but all you need is the red and black. The yellow wire is for like an adjustment knob, like a speed adjusting knob, like a potentiometer, but I don't use that. So I just use the remote signal on my amp so when I turn my key on, it turns the fan on. So I'll show you that right now. Key on, fans come on, and there we go. So they blow quite a bit of air, and then they blow air all the way across the bottom here, all the way across to my Crescendo, my bass amp on this side. And so it moves a lot of air, and it keeps my amp down here about 20 degrees cooler than it did before. And like I said, these things are cheap, and I just used a piece of wood here and screwed them on, and it works great. So anyway, that's it. Oh no, one more thing. I made a screen cover for my 12s, and it's just a piece of wood that I cut holes out and attached some speaker grill cloth, and then use these little, I don't know what these are called, little like plug inserts, and then you drill a hole here and mount the little plug, and then the foot goes into the hole and keeps it steady and stable there. So now that when the truck's parked, you can't tell that there's 3 12s in the back. So that turned out pretty good. So anyway, that's it.